Hello everyone, we continue to talk about moon in male horoscope. Just to remind you guys, Venus and moon, these are two planets in male horoscope through which he is choosing women in his life. Venus is more responsible about sexual attraction, what kind of woman will be sexually attractive for him, but moon is the planet who is responsible for kind of wife, what kind of wife he wants, because moon is mom image, it's a relationship with mom. This was the planet who made this emotional involvement of mom in his life, and this is the program which way he will be emotionally reacting to the world around. This is the planet who will show what kind of security he needs in life. I mean, what mom's supposed to give him. It's a sense of security, nourishment, and unconditional love, right? So this kind of planet, this energy will show not only his relationship towards mom, but what kind of woman he would want to be under the same roof, to live in the same household, what kind of woman he's choosing to be his wife and to be mom of his kids, what woman he wants for his own family. It's moon in male horoscope. Well, we have looked already in previous video at the moon Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Now we are carrying on. Moon in Leo. It's a neutral position, but remember, Leo is a fire element. It means this person is quite active, and his temper might be quite fiery as well, yeah? Bright emotions, games, leisure, pleasure, praise, admiration would be the key for his emotional balance, for his emotional comfort. What he wants exactly for, like, being fed, yeah, on emotional basis. Of course, shows, concerts, parties, fireworks, special effects, festivals, musicals, etc., etc. So parties and gigs and some shows, these are the things which are feeding him emotionally. He loves it. He's relaxing his moon through this. Remember, moon's supposed to be relaxed, so our emotions are adequate to all the things around us, because moon is how we are reacting on everything which is happening around us, how we are adjusting to novelties, to news or whatsoever. So moon shouldn't be hysterical, moon should be relaxed and in control of your emotions. That's why it's important to relax this moon. So for this person with moon in Leo, it's supposed to be a lot of activities, a lot of show, a lot of sources of bright emotions for him, yeah? How he read his mom in his childhood. Mom was kind of like a celebrity, like a social person. Maybe she was on stage, maybe she was an actress, maybe she was, I don't know, kind of like very bright personality, yeah? Who wanted to be in center of attention, who needed admiration and praise and the applaudissement of other people in her life. Also, maybe she was not emotionally involved in all his feelings or whatever happened in his life as a child, but she was always like a queen for him. She was admiring her, basically, yeah? She might have had quite a powerful position in society, you know. Anyway, this woman might even have some talent which was admired by other people, because Leo is a fifth house of horoscope. It's a person who is on stage. It might be not stage natural, yes, stage, but it might be kind of like a leading position, being known, being always, you know, in attention focus of other people. Yeah. Also, remember, this is a fiery element, so this person doesn't have good patience, so to say. Patience is not his strong side. Sometimes his emotions are quite theatrical, showy. Mom was like this, and his emotional reactions on everything around quite in theatrical way shown, yeah. Also, when he wants something like food, sex, all about our everyday life, about our habits, because moon is responsible for this, like nesting our everyday things, our everyday needs, what we need for sleep, for food, for being comfortable, cozy, and stable at home, yeah? It's our nest, it's our comfort zone, basically, yeah? So, whatever he needs, he is talking about this openly, and this must be satisfied immediately, yeah? Also, Leo, it's all about luxury as well. He loves luxury things in household, so there will be very expensive furniture or expensive decor, and the house will be like a palace or whatever, but at least he will try to do this, and he will choose a woman who will be feeling the same, who will be able to make kind of like a little celebration for every day, even routine things, like normal routine day in the life. So it's supposed to be some sparks, something bright about this personality. Maybe this woman will have some talent, maybe she will be on the stage, maybe she will be an actress, maybe she will be a singer, or in sportsman, or maybe in dancing, or whatever. But being somewhere on the highlights is important, so he is seeing her as a perfect wife for himself, because his mom was like this, okay? Emotional involvement in every day of his step is not actually needed here. It's about admiration, okay? Praise, and this woman supposed to know how to satisfy his need for praise, because Leo supposed to feel that he is special, yeah. His moon is in Leo, so this is like a hunger inside, yeah. He's supposed to be appreciated, praised, and all the attention towards him, yeah. So the woman's supposed to be bright, but she must know that he needs to be appreciated too, yeah. Anyway, both of them will get their emotional energy, feeding the emotions through gigs, parties, shows, etc. They will need this, both of them, okay? So he will choose a party girl for his wife, metaphorically speaking, yeah? Well, what else? But this woman is supposed to be self-assertive as well, yeah? She needs to have queen manners as well, yeah? So she needs to be, feeling something special, being able to present herself that she's something special, you see? Because this is the girl to accompany him for all the gigs and shows, and this is supposed to be match, yeah? Well, going next, Moon in Virgo. This is absolutely different energies, because Virgo is all about beautifully organized, cleanliness, hygiene everywhere at home, yeah. This moon can't relax and do nothing at home. There is always something to do, to fix, to optimize, to put everything in order in the house, yeah. It's a earth element. That means this moon will be pragmatic. What does it mean? It means doesn't matter all emotions, all compassion, all these feelings or whatever, nobody cares, okay? But pragmatic side of all the story, of all the communications with other people, of everything connected to the household and life of this person, everything will be through pragmatic attitude. So He will see the usefulness of doing this and that and that. And he will be always like aiming for some result. I'm doing this and this and this and this for that result. I'm communicating with this person for this usefulness. So everything is supposed to be useful. Everything is supposed to give some profit, okay? Everything is supposed to have some proper result. Otherwise, I'm not doing this. I'm not interested or whatsoever, okay? So if somebody needs some help, for example, yeah, he won't be compassionate. He won't be able to show any emotions. He won't feel anything. It will be easier to help if these are closest people to him, just by giving money, yeah? It's easier for him rather than show emotions, okay? Anyway, to relax this moon, for example, if there are hard aspects of this moon, yeah, it will be easier to do some work around this house, yeah, to fix something, to optimize something, to clean something, etc. He loves when fridge is full. He loves when there is financial security. It should be always money on the bank account. It's always saving, 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 and all the purchases are quite planned and always like value for money whatsoever. This moon absolutely perfect in making some useful stocks in the house, for example, yeah. It doesn't mean that I need this or doesn't I don't need this, but it was a good price, it was a good value for money, etc. So I just got it because it should be like a stock in my household. Well, what else? Health is very important for him, so it will be always like a very balanced diet, yeah, and good quality of products, maybe organic only or whatsoever. Also, it's important to always have a regular checkups with doctor. This man will be always like focusing on hygienic stuff, on usefulness for your health, like products or food or whatsoever, yeah, and everything is supposed to be good, clean, useful, and healthy. This is the most important thing. This man might be even like with OCD, you know what it is, yeah. So he will be like doing everything in order, very clean. If there is some stain or not in the right place, it irritates him or whatever. Everything is supposed to be on the right place in household. It's supposed to be neutral position for the moon, but I would describe this as hard position, because this man will be highly critical to everything around. So he will see any smallest, tiniest imperfection on everything around, and he will point on this. Criticism. Criticizing is the utmost strong feature of Virgo, and moon, it's our soul, it's how he feels. So he's emotionally reacting on any imperfection around. So he will require from the woman, if it's a woman for the role of his wife, so she is clean, first of all. She is putting everything in order. She's always busy around household, who knows how to save money, not to spend money, who knows how to make a good profit on everything, I mean pragmatic in life, etc., who doesn't show emotions. Emotion is a weak side. Nobody wants these emotions, okay? But being useful around the house, yeah, like organized, very organized, self-disciplined, always valuing pragmatic side of story. This kind of woman he wants for his household, yeah. What else? This woman's supposed just to know how to remove all the stains, you know, being practical about everything, helping and optimizing his household functioning, yeah. The funny thing about this moon, that he will always find imperfections in her. Doesn't matter how she will be organized and helping to keep his healthy lifestyle and organize beautiful meals, I mean with all the balanced ingredients, I mean balanced diet or whatsoever, all the vitamins, etc, etc. It doesn't matter, he will always find something to criticize her about this, yeah? So it will be always difficult to live with this person under the same roof. Yes, there are fantastic good pluses here, yeah, because this man can fix everything in the house. I mean, he knows how to, you know, to organize everything in best way and how to fix everything. So everything works as a clock in his household. Here, he's the best, yes. And he might always, how to say, try to find something else to fix. Basically, this moon can't relax. As soon as he's finishing some job, yeah, oh, he's happy about the result, this is done, and then next he's finding something else to do. So basically this moon is relaxing through doing something useful. So what can I say? What can I say? To just relax and have some pleasure in life with this person will be difficult. Because there is no any adventures or silly things to do for this person. It's just not useful, okay? Everything's supposed to be profitable or good for health, okay? Next moon, moon in Libra. This is neutral position, actually quite good because Venus is a natural ruler of Libra. Venus and the moon can actually give the very good creative side of story. This man knows how to appreciate the beauty, and remember, Libra is air element. That means household is not important, okay? He wouldn't mind what kind of food he's eating, what kind of comfort there is in his household, in his nest, but he is a social beast. Communication, participating in all the exhibition, concerts, musical, to be in society, social life, communication. This is the most important thing, yeah? He will have fantastic taste and seeing the beauty around, yeah? I mean, they're fantastic people who can work in art industry, in beauty industry, in consulting industry as well. But just remember, social life and being there with people is the most important thing. So this man won't be sitting at home. He's not interested to be at home, okay? Their life is so interesting, yeah, and he will be looking very, very carefully how he looks, what impressions he's making on other people, what people are thinking about him, talking about him. This is the most important thing, how they what they're talking about him. So opinion of other people are most important thing for him. Sometimes how to say this, like a nest, what is going on in his family, what's happening to his kids, what his wife is feeling or whatever, any crisis at home or whatever. He's not there, he's not emotionally involved, because out there, social life, his friends, society is the most important thing for him, you see. So this woman who he's seen as a perfect wife, supposed to be loving social life as well, yeah? So she's able to make any conversation on any topic, to be charming, to look perfectly, with perfect manners, with perfect taste in dressing, in her hairstyle, in everything. So others will admire her as a fantastic image of him. So that's kind of woman he is wanting for his wife. That she is great communicator, she is fantastic partner for conversation and partner for going out for social events. Social events, not sitting home. Social events, this is the life that he wants, and he wants wife to support this too, yeah. By the way, because Libra is very, very sensitive to beauty and art, etc. He might be interested in women who are in art industry. Maybe she is like, I don't know, interior designer or fashion designer or whatever. He would want to be on all the social events connected to this industry, and of course he will be interested in this woman to make her as a wife, yeah. The funny thing, sometimes they neglect even normal things, like normal hygienic minimum in the household, but when they're outside, they're impeccable. That's kind of people they are, yeah. So yeah, let's carry on. What about children? When he was a kid, mom was like a social beast, yeah, always out and beautiful and communication and whatever. When he was older, she was taking him everywhere on social events, etc., yeah. And manners and outside picture was the most important for her, for mom, yeah. But she was not involving emotions in anything he felt. So emotional side of story, feeling for each other, is not necessary there. So this man will be cold emotionally towards his partner. And you know about Libra, it's the most difficult for them to choose, yeah, between two. So when you are putting them in situation when they have to make decision to choose this or that, this is the most awful thing for them. They can't do this. They will be always like, you know, you choose. So some kind of a little bit stronger partner, that's what he needs, who is able to make crucial decision in household, because he will be always like in suspension, in balance. He wouldn't choose right, because making choice is the hardest thing for him. He needs somebody strong and stable, actually, to lean on. When moon is in Scorpio, this is regarded as a very weak position. So moon in Aries, moon in Scorpio, moon in Capricorn are the hardest position for moon, because the rulers of this signs, yeah, Mars in Aries is not very good with moon. Pluto in Scorpio, not very good companion for moon. Or Saturn in Capricorn is not very good companion for moon. But I actually love moon in Scorpio, and I will tell you why. Yes, it's a very, very deep emotions. But the problem for Scorpio, emotions are all deep inside. Emotions are so intense, yeah, that it's always like a lava, like a boiling water inside, but it never comes out. All happened in childhood, of course, yeah. Relationship with mom. Mom was maybe suffering, maybe struggling through life, maybe going through pain and dramatic and tragedy experience in her life. And of course, kid was involved on this. So mom was in torture, basically, yeah. The same kid had to go through as well. So basically he sees life when he's a grown-up man as the place not to relax and enjoy life. No, it's supposed to be always like a war zone, like a battlefield. You have to be ready for any attack, to be able to protect what is yours, to be able to resolve any crisis or whatever. This is the best moon to resolve any crisis in family at all. You know what? He felt the pain that mom was going through, yeah, and it was always intense pain inside of him. But the great thing, what I love about this man, whatever the relationship with mom were, He will never say any bad word about mom at all. He will always bury all his emotions and tragedy feelings and dramatism inside of him. He will never talk anything bad about his mom. Mom is a sacred thing, okay? What is most important here is to understand that if family in crisis, whatever, I mean, maybe fire in the house, there is no just house to live in, or there is no money to feed children or whatever, bankrupt family or whatever, anything can happen, okay? Or some illness or accident or tragedy, or somebody is losing health, or you know, he will do absolutely everything in his power, even risking his own health and even life, to save his closest one. There is nothing at all he can do to save his family. So if there is any trouble in family, he will solve it. There is no any other sign who is capable to risk life for the closest one, even for the people who are just facing injustice in the world, yeah? If even it's not very close family member, still he is able to risk his own life to save this person. So this is the utmost heroic actually side of personality for me. So Moon in Scorpio, if even they say it's the hardest position, I will tell you why it's hardest position, yeah? For me it's actually a very beautiful position and very and I admire Moon in Scorpio. Anyway, what I say here, so he will solve any crisis and very quickly, okay? He will get money if even he needs to go in criminal world to get money in order to save his family or whatever. He is the best in solving any crisis situation in his family. That's the beauty about this moon. What is the best side of this? If there is no crisis, if everything is quiet and beautiful, then it's just unbearable situation for him, okay? Then his emotions are up and down and he can't keep everything inside. So he might actually provoke some kind of crisis in family in order to be able to solve this crisis afterwards. So you just have to manage this tricky energy, okay? If there is no crisis in family, if you don't have to be on the battlefield every day and to save others from tragedies or whatever, then find it in sport, for example, or in a risky profession where you can burn this energy in a peaceful way. Have a lot of sex, have a lot of physical exercises, have a risky profession where you physically really exhausted every day. Then you won't have any emotional problems and you won't provoke any crisis, dramatic situation at home in order to be able to solve this crisis. So if you know how to stabilize this energy, everything will be great. And this moon will be really faithful to all the people who are around him, I mean in his household or whatever. And the most important thing, they are able to risk even their own life here in order to save his closest people. Don't forget, Scorpio is the sign on the age between life and death, yeah? That's why they can risk their life so easily whatsoever, because they are not afraid of death, basically. What I'm saying, very often when this energy is not stabilized properly, yeah? When there is no battlefield for him to save other people or to fight for justice, yeah? Then what might happen? Self-destruction. What it means, self-destroying mechanism can start. What it means, if there is no possibility to use this huge energy in right way, in constructive way, then it might be like going deep down in self-destroying way. It means it may be sex abuse, it may be criminal world, it may be some risky situation like stuntman always putting his life in risk or whatever. It might be alcohol, it may be drugs or whatever. So he needs a really stable and strong partner here. If partner have any like bad habits like alcohol dependency, drug dependency or whatever, he might drag this man with Moon and Scorpio in this way, because his stability, emotional stability, psychic stability, will be depending on how much everybody around means that he is saving their lives, basically. If there is not such factor in the everyday life, then it's very easy that he might want to go to explore all the deep side of everything. Okay, well, remember, a lot of physical exercises or work with risk or with physical exhaustion. Maybe he will be like a fireman or rescue man or surgeon who is making operation for 10 hours without food or drink or whatever, with huge psychological intensity, etc. So we have to find a way how to use this fantastic energy in the right way, okay? And everything will be fine. What kind of woman he wants, who is able to go through any crisis and be always by his side, like someone he can trust absolutely everything, who knows she is faithful and she is just going through crisis like this, even enjoying this, because she is the same strong inside and outside, with very strong inner core, basically on psychological, emotional, mental, physical level, in everything. He can rely on him 100%, okay? Even trust his own life. Well. Let's go next. Moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is optimistic person always, because of Jupiter. Jupiter is always like having how to say, all the picture of the world and bigger scale, so to say. The man with the moon in Sagittarius will be always optimistic, always in positive side. He will be always very active, very energetic. Remember, it's a fire element. That means action is the most important thing, so he won't be inside of the house very much, because he will be always finding some adventures, like traveling a lot, meeting other people, like social life, active life, whatever he needs, he's doing immediately. So there is no like a serious planning or whatever. No, I'm just ready for adventures all the time. So he won't be sitting at home, he will be always somewhere there. And he needs a woman the same, very active, very energetic, with a bright social life, etc., who is physically very active as well, and who is not like household hen, like cooking, organizing or whatever. No, it's always like traveling, having life out there, not sitting at home. Also, he loves when he's respected. If you want this man to like you, ask his advice with respect, because he feels like he's a guru, he can teach anybody around. He needs to feel this authority, that people are looking at him with respectful attitudes and thinking that he's expert in something and asking his advice, etc. So this is important for him, giving this expertise on this or that subject. His mom was like this, she was maybe in high education, maybe lecturer or whatever. Anyway, she was somebody who people were appreciating as an expert in something. Maybe she was a teacher, maybe she was a professor, maybe she was writing books, or anyway, sharing her highest knowledge to everybody around, and people were listening every word of her. That's kind of woman it was, his mom, and he wants the same. Intellectual woman, bright, energetic, with social life, who is not like hanging over frying pans or whatsoever. No, she is active person in society, yeah? Well, Moon in Capricorn. This is the hardest position, not Moon in Scorpio, but in Capricorn. Why? Because Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, and with Moon is not good combination here. Do you understand? Because Saturn is everything like a squeezing, freezing, putting burden, responsibility, duty on or whatsoever. What kind of mom it was, what kind of childhood relationship he had with mom, and what kind of picture of the world was perceived through this childhood experience. He was taking mom as a cold, emotionally absolutely cold mom who is only giving rules, instruction, requiring a lot of obedience, a lot of work, that your education is your duty, just work, work, work. You must do this, you must do that, etc. So she was absolutely cold, emotionally detached from him, and not feeling anything what felt her child. So basically this was very controlling woman, or maybe she was working too hard, and duty and work was the utmost important for her. So she was putting this program inside of him, that work and duty, this is everything for you, okay? Relationship with women, leisure, pleasures in life, communication with other people, it's not important. Just do your work, son, okay? She was maybe shouting at him for any hiccups or silly behavior, or maybe even smaller stain he made or whatsoever. So she required that he is accurate, that he is fulfilling his duty, that he is hardworking, that he is doing everything by instruction and rules, and any step left or right, she was shouting, and even maybe physical or emotional abuse was from her. So he was growing, respecting maybe his mom, but never loving his mom. But the most important awful thing here, in most real cases, that this moon made him absolutely dry and cold inside, so he can't feel, because his mom didn't show any love and tenderness, any hugs or kisses or whatever, or any feeling towards her son at all. She was like appreciating only his achievement, if he is a good pupil, what other people value in him. For example, he win some competition and he brings a medal or award to home, yeah, or teacher of him says that he is the best in the class or whatsoever. So what others are, what value, yeah, what mark basically others giving to her son, then she might, you know, kind of appreciate his achievements, yeah. But from her own appreciation, it was absolutely zero, no emotional involvement, only requirement that he's the best, that he's accurate, that he's fulfilling all his duties, and whatever. So it was always just hard requirements from mom, yeah, like asking for ascetic, self-discipline, and loving even this ascetic lifestyle, everything in order, no place for emotions, etc. Emotions, weakness, yeah. So that's kind of woman he is searching in future, unfortunately. You know what is really shocking here? Because mom put this program inside of him that a relationship with women are coming only after you are settled with your career, with your work, with your house, etc., etc., yeah. Then you might find someone to, you know, to start family, because you need children, kind of like continuing generation or whatever. But the funny thing here, that he might be like 35, making his career, making this and that in order to get any appreciation from his mom. But at 35, he still doesn't know how to express his emotions or how to make any relationship with women at all. So basically, he's like frozen completely. His emotions, his feelings are frozen. So you women, if you like this man and you would want to be near him and make a family with him, you're supposed to be psychologist. You must be so patient and do little steps in order to melt, to make this piece of ice, this iceberg melt little by little, to warm him up little by little. So it will be extremely difficult work for you to do, because you know what is funny? He might look at mom like controlling somebody over him all the time. So he's starting his family even. He's having his wife at home, etc. He's still shaking when mom's supposed to come for visit or whatever. And he's still shaking almost every time she's calling or whatever. He will feel this controlling eye of his mom. If even he has his own family, his own wife, his own household or whatever, he will be always like almost afraid of mom, okay? And the mom will put her nose in everything in your household. She will tell you as a wife, yeah, what to do, how to do this, what kind of curtains this room needs or whatever. So it will be absolutely awful situation, because you will have like a boss coming into the family, yeah, and ordering not only her own son, your husband, but you as his wife, yeah, and even ordering what kind of sexual life you have planned, everything, yeah, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or even once per week or something. Anyway, it might be funny now, okay, but in real situation, it's a very sad situation. The man doesn't know how to show his feelings. He is absolutely bloody cold iceberg, okay? Because his mom was a piece of either wood, either ice, or whatever. Anyway. He needs a woman who can make her career, be self-disciplined, love ascetic lifestyle, no spending money on leisures, on pleasures, on adventures, or whatever, only like planning every purchase carefully or whatever, who knows how to make money, to bring material wealth, to material share in the household, and who knows how to control your emotions, because no showing emotions here. No. Emotions is a weakness, okay? So it will be very difficult. The utmost awful thing here, when you are suppressing your emotions for a long time, it might be breakdown, nervous breakdown at some point, and this might be absolutely awful situation, which might absolutely get him out of the normal state of emotional well-being at all. So he might say, you know what, no duties, no responsibilities anymore in my life, okay? I don't care what everybody's telling me what to do or whatever. I am doing now whatever I want. I don't want to work at all. I am actually only now begin to breathe or whatever. So he might be a man of 60 or 70, something like this. He is putting red jeans with red Ferrari or whatever. He is selling his house in order to buy this Ferrari, and he just like running away with the all adventures in the world, like around the world on his Ferrari or whatever. So all the duties, career, all responsibilities in front of the family, he doesn't care anymore, okay? He is in stage of absolute child, absolutely infantile, because it was just too much in his life, okay? All this planning, controlling, instructions, rules, career, etc., etc. So this is the danger here, okay? Well, next, Moon in Aquarius. Aquarius, it's supposed to be friendship, first of all. Mom was read by this man as a friend, first of all, yeah? Mom was always there with social life, communicating, the most important thing. She was bringing home a lot of friends or whatever. It was always interesting discussion about this and that and that. So, if there is no communication, interesting conversation, intrigue, inspired conversation on some interesting project about some novelties, technical novelties, or what is happening around the world, etc. If there is no such things in household, that's not right, okay? Because mom was like this with a lot of friends on her kitchen or whatever, they're discussing something interesting, and the same normal family life this man wants, and he wants his wife to be his friend, first of all, to be able to discuss the topic that he wants to discuss, that she's okay with all his friends that he's dragging in the house or whatsoever. This man will be interested in all the technical novelties, all the gadgets, or whatsoever, everything new which is appearing on the market. It will be brought at home or whatsoever, and he will be like a child, so excited about this. And woman's supposed to, you know, to be there for him in order to be able for him to share everything he feels about this and that and that. So maybe emotions and feeling deep inside, it wouldn't be so, how to say, deep, because all the air element here, they are zero in the household. They don't care what they're eating, what they're cooking, how household comfortable or not. They're not bothered about emotions, how deep is your love, emotions or whatever. No, it's supposed to be friendly communication. Woman's supposed to be as a friend, first of all, to be interesting person to talk to. Then it will be a fantastic someone in his household that he's feeling comfortable, okay? Well. Moon and Pisces, last one. It's a water element, remember, plus it's moon. They're like sponges, they feel all the energies around. These are at most emotional, sensitive people. If the man with moon in Pisces, he is so sensitive, emotional, and feeling everything so deep. He's compassionate. He feels the pain of everybody around. He wants to save all the world. His mom was maybe religious person, or maybe she was fantastic psychologist. She was maybe not psychologist by profession, but she was helping as psychologist to other people. So people were coming and basically crying on her shoulder, whatever. So helping others, helping in their pains, emotionally being involved in people's tragedies and people's hardships in life. So yes, these people want to help others really much. So what kind of woman he's looking for, I mean, to be as a wife? This woman, the most important thing, not supposed to be pragmatic, material world, no here, no. It's supposed to be that she is intuitively feels him, yeah, that they can communicate almost on intuition basis, yeah, but she's supposed to be romantic, sensitive, artistic, very intuitive, very not weak, but she's supposed to need him. He's supposed to feel that he is the hero who is saving her. He must feel that he is your savior, okay? Because this is important for him, you know, to feel that he is saving the world. First of all, he's saving this woman. So, yes, you can be his wife if you are always in need, almost maybe physical need of him. If you have some physical disabilities or whatsoever, you need some person who is, you know, like a, not only partner or whatsoever, but kind of a carer for you, yeah? I can, my dear women, tell you the good news here. This man will be the Moon in Pisces will be a fantastic partner for you, okay? Because he wouldn't care about your disability or imperfection or whatsoever. He will feel that he is savior and that you need him to survive at all. So this will be the most important thing, that like a glue in this couple, okay? Anyway, he chooses a wife who is romantic, sensitive, emotional, who needs his protection, yeah? Who he needs to feel that he's protecting her sensitive soul from all the hardships of the world. Also, this man is sensitive inside, very, very sensitive himself, yeah? He must be so emotional, even when watching some movie, tragic movie, or listening to music which is, you know, like reaches the something in his soul, yeah? Basically he might cry listening to music or watching some film or whatever. So, and this kind of sensitivity he requires from his woman as well. So they're supposed to feel each other almost on intuitive basis, as I said, yeah? Also, if this woman will be with some kind of talent, like maybe in occult or science world, maybe she's a painter, maybe she's artist, maybe she's songwriter or music writer, whatever. So she is having some creative talent. This would be a huge plus too. So you understand, first of all, you're sensitive and emotional. Secondly, you have talent. But the most important thing, the most important ingredient here, that you need him, okay? And then he will be your husband. Well. Thank you for watching me. I'm astrologer Marina Magra, always at your service. If you want to know what is your mission in life, your natal chart, yeah, what doors are open for you, what battles your soul have chosen to go through life in order to be able to go on the next spiritual level, yeah, it's everything in our natal chart. If you want to know all this, all the information how to read your natal chart is already on my channel in both languages, Russian and English, okay? So you can learn this by yourself. Also, all about synastry, how people compatible, yeah, when we see compatibility between them. Also, when to make your individual prognosis in order to plan your life accordingly, yeah. Also in my channel, if you don't have patience and time to learn all this, then you're always welcome for personal consultation, yeah? I'm astrologer Marina Magra, always at your service. Natal chart, solar return prognosis, it's like event schedule basically for the year ahead. It's like prognosis for your personal new year, from one birthday to the next year birthday, yeah, or whatever prognosis you want, yeah. Synastry prognosis, how will be compatible with this woman or that woman, or with this man or that man. So basically all the information underneath this video, yeah, all kind of prognosis, all kind of natal chart interpretation and synastry. I'm doing everything. So if you need my help, you know how to find me. Thank you for watching me. Bye for now. Have a wonderful day.